My dear students, let us start. This is sixth part, okay, of lesson 1. So in this one, the first topic is wildcard characters. Okay, so the first question arises here: why we use these wildcard characters, right? Dear students, there may be some situations when we are required to search some file and folders, and we do not know the name of file and folder which we would like to search, right? So there may be two cases here. First case, we only remember first few characters of the file and we do not know the rest of the characters, right? Suppose there is a file named glossary, but we know only gloss. The name is starting from the gloss. So what we type? We type gloss asterisk. So if it is glossary, glossy, glocko, whatever file name will be there, which is starting from the gloss, will get displayed on your screen. Okay, this is the first case. Second case, you know the file name but you are missing only one letter, right? Only you have missed a single letter. For example, you know the file name starting from gloss, and you are also remembering remember that after gloss one more letter will come, but you do not remember what letter will come. So you can use the question mark. Okay, if you do not remember any single character or two characters, you can also use two times that question mark. Two time question mark in the sense two single characters, right? But in case of asterisk, any number of characters. Remember that. Our next topic is file format. So remember, whatever file we use, we create, every file has the format. Okay, such as if you create any document file in MS Word, so that file will have the format .doc. Now how can you know about this? Whenever you will create a file, remember, you can right click in that file or folder, not folder, file. Okay, you can right click there, you can go to the properties option, and whenever you go to the properties option, then you can see there will be the file format option. Okay, what it will do, it will tell you this is what kind of file, right? Remember, if the files are not displaying by the icons, so it is not possible to identify this is what kind of file. By the help of icons we can easily identify, but there is one more way to identify. We can find by the help of file formats. It is always written at the last of the file, right? Remember that. If any person name is Mohit, so file name will be mohit dot doc. Okay, this is a document file. This is, if it is a text page, web page, so there will be .html. If it is an image file, so it will be .jpg or .gif. If it is PostScript file, so it may be .ps. Okay, sometimes you will also get in that Photoshop file, PDF, .pdf. If it is executable program or file or a software, so it will be .exe, right? If it is multimedia files, it may be .mp3, .mp4, many more files will be there. So meaning is what it showing? It is showing the file format. This file is, whatever file is displaying on your screen, this is what kind of file. Okay, so this is telling you the file format, right? So I hope this will be clear to you. In this session, our next topic is working with multiple applications. Today in modern time, the operating systems, that operating system like Windows is a multitasking operating system. What I am trying to say, multitasking. multitasking in the sense at a time you can perform more than one task. Okay, now you may ask, sir, how can we do that? We only work usually on the one application, right? But how can you do that? How can you make it possible? You have opened that MS Word, parallelly you are listening the song, parallelly you are calculating something, parallelly you are downloading a file. So what it is doing? It is doing a multitasking work. Remember that. Okay, so same way you can also do that, right? So right, so this is multitasking what I discussed, right? Next is, here it is given that if I call a program, so sometimes I call that program, application, app. These names you are more familiar to you. Okay, you are more familiar to these names. But what it signifies? It signifies that if you are discussing about an app, so generally you are talking about a mobile app. Application, just generally a desktop application. Program, generally a high level language program. Okay, remember that. But remember, these all we can call as a software. Okay, now what are the desktop applications? Word processor, you are more familiar. Web browsers, which is used to do the work on the internet. Media players, this is also the media that desktop application. These all are the softwares. We can also call that application. But whenever these applications are running inside the mobile phone, we call these applications as the app. Okay, application stands for application. Remember that. Games, this is also the software. Application, app. Okay, so now I hope this will be clear to you. So the lesson has become over, this first lesson, right? So in next part I will discuss the exercise of this lesson, right? So thank you, thanks for watching.